Welcome to my channel.
Life is relationships.
Reasons for failed relationships and expert insights and solutions.
Executive summary.
This report delves into the complex and multifaceted reasons behind the failure of romantic relationships. Moving beyond superficial explanations like, we grew apart, it synthesizes psychological research, therapeutic frameworks, and expert insights from renowned figures like Dr. John Gottman and Dr. Sue Johnson. The core finding is that relationship failure is rarely about a single event but rather a progressive erosion of connection, trust, and safety. This report identifies the primary architectural flaws that lead to collapse, categorizing them into communication breakdowns, emotional disconnection, trust deficits, and value misalignments. Crucially, it pairs each identified problem with actionable, expert-backed solutions, providing a roadmap for individuals and couples seeking to understand, repair, and strengthen their partnerships.
1. Introduction. The myth of the big problem.
Popular culture often portrays relationship endings as dramatic events caused by infidelity or a single, unforgivable argument. However, research consistently shows that most relationships die from 1,000 tiny cuts. The gradual accumulation of unresolved minor conflicts, unmet emotional needs, and daily neglect is the true culprit. Understanding these underlying patterns is the first step toward prevention and healing. 2. The primary reasons for relationship failure 2.1. Category 1. Communication breakdown 2.2. Category 2. Emotional disconnection 2.3. Category 3. Trust and respect deficits 2.4. Category 4. Value and goal misalignment 2.5. Category 5. External pressures and individual issues.
2.1. Category 1. Communication breakdown. This is the most frequently cited, and arguably the most fundamental, cause of relationship failure. The problem: poor communication styles. Contempt and criticism. Attacking a partner's character. You're so lazy, rather than addressing a specific behavior. I'm upset the dishes weren't done. Defensiveness. Deflecting responsibility and making excuses instead of listening and validating. Stonewalling. Withdrawing from interaction, shutting down, and giving the silent treatment. Poor listening. Formulating a response instead of genuinely trying to understand the partner's perspective. Expert insight. Dr. John Gottman. Through decades of research, Gottman identified the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling, as highly accurate predictors of divorce. Contempt, in particular, is the most corrosive, as it communicates disgust and superiority. 2.2. Category 2. Emotional disconnection. Partners can live under the same roof yet feel worlds apart emotionally. The problem: loss of intimacy and neglect. Lack of emotional intimacy. Partners stop sharing their inner worlds, fears, dreams, and vulnerabilities. Neglecting the emotional bank account. Every positive interaction is a deposit, and every negative one is a withdrawal. Many failed relationships are deeply in the red. Taking each other for granted, stopping the courtship behaviors, compliments, and small acts of kindness that initially built the bond. Parallel lives. Focusing exclusively on careers, children, or individual hobbies at the expense of the couple's shared identity. Expert insight. Dr. Sue Johnson, founder of Emotionally Focused Therapy, EFT. Johnson posits that relationship distress is rooted in attachment insecurity. When partners cannot rely on each other as a safe haven, they fall into negative cycles of pursuit and withdrawal, leading to profound loneliness within the relationship. 2.3. Category 3. Trust and respect deficits. Trust is the foundation. Without it, the structure is unstable. The problem: betrayal and erosion of respect. Infidelity. A clear breach of trust, whether physical or emotional. Dishonesty. Chronic lying about small or large things. Broken promises. Consistently failing to follow through on commitments. Lack of respect. Disparaging a partner, especially in public, or dismissing their feelings and opinions. Expert insight. Esther Perel, a renowned psychotherapist, Perel reframes infidelity not just as a betrayal of trust, but often as a symptom of a broader loss of connection, a quest for lost parts of the self, or a cry for attention. The question shifts from, how could you do this, to, what did this act mean for you? 2.4. Category 4. Value and goal misalignment. Even with perfect communication, fundamental incompatibilities can be insurmountable. The problem: diverging life paths, core value differences, conflicts over finances, religion, morality, or family. Life goal incompatibility, disagreements on having children, career ambitions, or desired lifestyle. Unresolved conflict about roles, disagreements on division of household labor, parenting styles, or expectations of gender roles. 2.5. Category 5. External pressures and individual issues. The relationship does not exist in a vacuum. The problem: stress from the outside world. Financial stress. Constant arguing about money is a major predictor of divorce. Family interference. Problems with in-laws or blended families. Health crises. Physical or mental health challenges that strain the partnership. Unresolved personal trauma. Individual issues like depression, anxiety, or past trauma that are not being managed and spill over into the relationship.
3. Expert insights and actionable solutions.
3. Expert insights and actionable solutions. Solution 1. Master the art of fighting fair and repair attempts. Solution 2. Actively rebuild emotional connection. Solution 3. Reestablish trust through transparency and consistency. Solution 4. Align values and manage differences. Solution 5. Build a united front against external stress.
3. Expert insights and actionable solutions. Understanding the problem is only half the battle. The following solutions are derived from evidence-based therapeutic models. Solution 1. Master the art of fighting fair and repair attempts. Actionable steps. Use I statements. Replace "you never listen" with "I feel hurt when I don't feel heard." Soften your startup. Begin difficult conversations gently, without blame. A harsh startup almost guarantees a negative outcome. Learn to make and accept repair attempts. This is Gottman's key to saving a conversation. A repair attempt is any statement or action that de-escalates tension. It can be humor, a gentle touch, or saying, "I need a moment, I'm feeling flooded." The success of a relationship often hinges on whether these attempts are accepted or rejected. Practice active listening. Reflect back what you heard. So, if I'm understanding you, you felt ignored when I was on my phone during dinner. Solution 2. Actively rebuild emotional connection. Actionable steps. Schedule State of the Union meetings. Dedicate 20 to 30 minutes each week to discuss the relationship. What went well? What could be improved? This prevents issues from festering. Ritualize connection. Create small, daily rituals of connection. A 6-second kiss, a daily debrief about your day, a no phones during dinner rule. Bid for connection. Pay attention to your partner's bids for attention, affection, or support. Turning towards these bids is the essence of building a strong emotional bank account. Share your inner world. Practice vulnerability. Share a hope, a fear, or an appreciation you have for your partner. Solution 3. Re-establish trust through transparency and consistency. Actionable steps. For the trust breaker, take full responsibility without excuses. Be radically transparent and patient. Understand that rebuilding trust is measured in actions, not words, and it takes time. For the hurt partner, clearly articulate what you need to feel safe again. This might include access to passwords, consistent check-ins, or specific behavioral changes. The goal is not to punish, but to rebuild. For both, consider professional guidance. Recovering from a significant breach like infidelity often requires the structured support of a couples therapist. Solution 4. Align values and manage differences. Actionable steps. Have the big picture conversations early and often. Don't assume you're on the same page about kids, money, or where you want to live. Revisit these conversations periodically. Seek compromise, not conquest. Approach value differences as a problem to be solved together, not a battle to be won. Find a third way that honors both partners' core needs. Create a shared vision. Develop a joint family mission statement that outlines your shared values and goals for your life together. Solution 5. Build a united front against external stress. Actionable steps. See stress as the enemy, not your partner. Frame challenges as us versus the problem. For example, how can we, as a team, tackle this financial debt? Prioritize self-care and individual therapy. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Managing your individual mental health is a gift to your relationship. Set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no to external demands, work, family, that consistently infringe on your relationship time. 4. When to seek professional help.
4. When to seek professional help. It is a sign of strength, not failure, to seek help. Consider couples therapy if your conflicts are repetitive and never get resolved. Communication is consistently hostile or has shut down completely. There has been a significant breach of trust. You feel more lonely with your partner than without them. You are considering separation or divorce. Modalities to explore: emotionally focused therapy, EFT, the Gottman method, and Imago relationship therapy are all highly effective, evidence-based approaches.
5. Conclusion.
A successful relationship is not one without conflict, but one that has developed the tools to navigate it. Failure occurs when the architecture of the partnership, built on communication, emotional safety, trust, and shared values, becomes compromised. By understanding the common reasons for collapse and proactively implementing expert-backed solutions, couples can move from a cycle of blame and disconnection to one of understanding, repair, and renewed intimacy. The work of a relationship is a continuous investment, but the returns, a deep, secure, and loving partnership, are immeasurable.
Thank you so much for watching. If you found these insights on saving relationships helpful, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content on building healthier and happier connections.